What's up, everybody? I'm Rob Mann, and I definitely have opinions.
Hi, I'm Raymond Pennie, and it's raining in Florida, and I've got some opinions ready for next week.
All right. So in this episode, guys, episode 5, we're going to recap what the Kylo team and the folks over at the RecExpo London talked about 2026, as well as give you some insights into what we are looking forward to as Raymond will attend SIA Exec Forum North America in Austin. He's going to get some barbecue for me. Otherwise, I will be upset that I'm not there. Literally, one of the major things I always get FOMO on when people go to Austin without me. But Raymond, it's going to be a lot of you. So why don't you jump in and hear what, give us an update on what we were hearing from RecExpo London.
Of course. So RecExpo was this week gone, and Kyla had 3 of our team there, as well as we had an event in the evening for some of the suppliers who were there. And there was a bit of a mood shift. I think it was a bit of a mood shift, and it was a mood shift in that the headline is sort of changing from everyone showing, hey, I've got AI, I've got AI, I've got AI. And people are now, the expectation is AI is there. There was a little debate around whether you need to be AI native or you need to be AI enabled. I wrote in my 5-point Friday this week that it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't matter,
people,
whatever, but just give us the quick.
Well, the interesting is there are people who are saying that they're a CRM ATS and it's AI native. And I think what they mean,
it's like
what they're trying to say is AI has been plugged in from the very beginning as opposed to added on at a later date. And it makes it's a great marketing chat. I don't think it makes any real difference. So it was born with
AI, or
you
went to the gym and got
after
AI?
Yeah, I think so. And the reality of what people want is they just want it to work. They want it to work. They want it to work in a way that makes it easy.
No one cares as long as it works and it creates value.
And I think that's exactly the thing. And I think where we've ended up in as a situation is we don't have to talk about, like 2 years ago, AI was a new thing. Nobody mentioned it. Last year, everyone said
AI all 2025.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 2026. Show me what you've done. Show me it works. Is it real? Is it real? Does it work? Can I speak to someone who will explain what benefit they've made from it? So I think that's a proper change. There were less people there in Recruitment Expo this year, I think, maybe than last year. But some of the people on stage were really good. Really good. The teams were very excited about some of it. Bullhorn did a great part to the show. There were some really good speakers who were talking about AI and real use cases, and that's really what everybody wants to see. So it's with that in mind that I'm excited.
That's what we did episode 1 of this podcast.
It is. Hey, it's as if we thought about what we were speaking. So what I did is the SIA is next week. It's in Texas. It's in Austin. And there are some sessions, if you're going, that I will see you in. And I just thought what I would do is speak about those and why I'm excited about seeing them. So in no particular order. Obviously, this would have been really useful if I did it in the order that the agenda is. But I probably am doing it in the order. I'm doing it in the order I'm excited to see. And that's what I thought. So the first one I'm excited to see is your friend and mine, Jason Heilman, SVP from Bullhorn, who's got a session that he is calling Ideas in Action. And he's really going through real outcomes that recruitment firms have seen using Bullhorn's AI. And it's real examples, real people, real things that have happened. I can validate some of them. I'm looking forward to hearing about others. And it's great that Jason does his thing because he's also a great presenter, brings energy to the room.
I was going to say.
You worked with him, right?
Yeah, no, Jason is one of the better presenters that you're going to see. So even if you're not on Bullhorn and you really don't want to move, it's worthwhile to go see what he's doing so you can figure out and bring it to your own systems, right? Like he's definitely thinking ahead, always has been, but he's also just dynamic. And in a world where I often hate panels at a conference, not getting a panel discussion and just someone just showing you the tech or the kit, what's working, would be nice.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the second one I'm interested in is also called Ideas in Action. And that one's
Oh, it's a
got a
series.
mixture. It would appear so. But this one's got the team from Adecco on it. And
I
Adecco
saw that.
obviously they've done their big agreement with Salesforce about using agents, about using Agentforce. And I'm just being nosy. I want to hear what the SVP of Tech and Outsourcing is doing. I'm interested in the operations team. They've got Erin, who I think's from LHH, who's also there. So there's some interesting people in that team, and I want to know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I saw that one. That one stood out to me because they were all Adecco people. I noticed that too. If you're not familiar, LHH is one of the Adecco brands. So it's
That's right. That's right.
two people with the title, like a company title of Adecco, and then there's LHH, which is also Adecco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it called? What's the series called?
I think it's Ideas in Action.
Ideas in Action. So go
Ideas in
check out
Action.
those. Sounds like Raymond's going to go to all of those.
Yeah, definitely. And
Okay.
I'll be using AI to help me record them, help me take the key
Oh yeah.
points from them, and be able to bring it to other people next week. Then at the
So
end of the first day, there's one called Adapt, Align, and Accelerate, which is lots of A's, and it's got a pretty heavy hitting panel. It's got the CEO of Beeline, it's got the CEO of EmployBridge, it's got the CEO of Bullhorn, it's got the CEO of Adecco, or part of Adecco, sorry. It's got CEO of Randstad or part of Randstad, and then it's got the all being chaired by important people. If I missed anyone, and there's anyone who turns up on that panel, but Ursula is going to be taking it, and I think maybe John and
yeah,
Ursula will be managing it.
that's the one Ursula's hosting, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
truthfully, if that panel is about technology, there's some that are exciting to hear from and some that are not so exciting to hear from. Just truthfully, I won't say one way or the other. Art is always great to hear from. So he's excluded from, you know, what I just said, but the other groups, um, it's so fascinating, Raymond. Like, and we know this, it's just like some of those larger companies and kudos to Adecco. So I'm not talking about Adecco either.
oh,
They have been
completely,
really
completely.
thinking brilliantly. I heard Mike Small, who's their CEO of North America, speak at TechServe 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
And by the
it's
way,
on the
love
stage
Mike
again.
Small. Yeah, no, he's fantastic. So Raymond, we're at TechServe 2 years ago, and he's like, if there's any firm in this room that's doing something really interesting with AI and like seeing results, I will buy you. Basically,
Beautiful.
on like he's doing a panel with like a Ronstadt guy, like all these like global five or global whatever. And he's the only one saying, listen, if you are making actual AI work for you, this is 2024, I will buy you. But he didn't say that, but that's really what he was saying on the stage. He was like, I want to talk to you. Come find me because I want to see what you're doing. And I was like, that man is like, I will buy you if you actually are making it work right now. So I can't put words in
And
Mike Small's mouth, but that's
and
what.
2 years ago, that
So
was the right thing. Now
it's not
it should be
surprising that they
no one
made.
will buy
Well,
you if you haven't
well,
got
if you
AI
made
work.
progress in 2024, and then if you were thinking that way, you were looking for answers, and therefore you found them in 2025. And hopefully, it'll be exciting. Bring back some good takeaways from what Adecco's doing. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, no, agree. And then
And
we
then
move on
this.
to Wednesday, and there's
Okay.
another Ideas in Action, and this one's presented by Sense. It's got Panka and Anil,
Okay.
the two co-founders, and they're again explaining how firms have I can't say the word. They've operationalized AI, and again, great examples, good agent-based architecture. Looking forward to hearing them. They're always entertaining again when they come together and speak about what they're doing.
But yeah, we like the Sense guys. Obviously, we've been competing with them for a long time. They built a really robust platform that does a lot of really interesting things. So, anything else? Or are those your top three or four?
Yeah, well, one more. There's
Oh,
a
one more.
session on Wednesday mid-morning, which is on the tech and innovation track, which is called Rewiring Operations with an AI advantage. And an interesting panel. Got the CTO from Aviante, got the head of technology from Nomad Health, which is a digital healthcare marketplace, I think, if I'm right.
It is.
We've got somebody from Indeed Flex.
It's Celeste. Is that
Indeed
Celeste?
Flex are interesting, and I like to hear. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I like to hear what they're doing. I like to hear what they're doing. And then Kevin O'Neill is leading it, or is speaking, and he's the technical research director at the SIA. So he's
I
a
like
good
it.
guy.
So it sounds like
I'm going
we're
to be in
trying to
all of
figure
those.
out.
I'm going to be carrying my badge. Please come and say hello. I will do my best to be speaking in my best American accent, as opposed to the Scottish one that people can't understand. And
You don't want to do another
what,
Aberdonian or Aberdonian slang for us
another
today?
word? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
not today. I'll save it for next week.
Fid Quidditch.
Um,
Was that something you said to me once? Did I just combine
Probably.
Harry Potter and
I think you did.
Scottish
I think
slang?
you did.
Okay.
I think you did. The
Well,
the
Harry Potter
the
is
part
Scottish,
that's
so well,
great
the
about the
book, the
SIA
writer is.
Exec Forum, yeah, the part about the SIA Exec Forum is it's the leaders of staffing companies, and they're all coming together to learn from one another without it being hugely controversial. And I think is people are being willing to share in the room, which is great to watch.
Yep. Always a good show. One of the better shows for the big brands. It's like,
Yeah,
the
and
SIA and ASA shows. I usually am trending towards the smaller ones just because the cost as a vendor is a little bit more, easier to swallow and recap or recoup. Maybe to close out here, and I didn't mention this earlier,
yes,
but I've been seeing emails about it. Even so, Kylo is on HubSpot. I've used HubSpot since like 2019.
of course. Oh,
Did
this
you
is exciting.
did you see Cup Code that they just released? And what was your initial take?
I love the idea that they said you didn't have to code, and therefore, but it would also
Yeah.
use all the HubSpot operational things that because there's so much functionality within HubSpot that's difficult to find. I'm hoping this makes it easier to find and easier to work.
Yeah. Have you been using Agent.ai?
I use it for lots of strange ways, but one of them is my favorite meme creator.
So so if you're not familiar, we'll put a link to the article about Hub Code in here. But basically, 2-ish years ago, or somewhere within the last 18 months, HubSpot released something called Agent.ai, which is like their founding CTO, current CTO, Dharmesh, started basically like building AI apps to do research on companies or find relevant conversations about a contact. And now basically Hub Code, besides for being able to vibe code like little apps inside of HubSpot, you can also combine the Agent.ai agents, or if you built something there, and then you can just basically frame it into, I don't know if it's an iframe or it's a direct link or integration, but you can basically have it on a record or in HubSpot itself. So kind of what Salesforce was doing with Agentforce, but just a different methodology, I guess. Like they made it so that you could build these first, and they probably had so much research on what apps were being used first, and as they were building this out, building this tool kit out for people. So very exciting. Haven't dug in too deep yet, but I will over the weekend, and I will let you guys know what is interesting. I also just don't have, well, I have one HubSpot account, but it's a beginner account. So it doesn't have all the bells and whistles and enablements that, like professional or enterprise account does. So there.
Yeah.
That's all we got. So guys, we recapped real quickly that, RecExpo is prove it, show me how it's actually working. Don't tell me you have AI.
AI is normal.
No one cares that you have AI. Everyone does. And then number 2, check out Raymond if you're going to SIA Exec Forum. He'd love to see you there. This episode will come out on March, which will be Monday, March. And I got to get the calendar because I don't actually know what the Monday is, the 23rd. So Raymond will be impressed with how fast I can edit and publish an episode of a podcast.
Yeah, I think it's great. And it was brilliant to see you face to face this week.
Oh yeah, we had a fantastic dinner where my daughter, who's just about to turn 2, was eating chocolate mousse and putting it all over her face, much to Raymond and Simone's enjoyment. Right? Those photos are hilarious.
Wonderful.
She's like a little button nose of chocolate at one point. Yeah. She the next morning she was getting ready by Raymond, and that morning when we saw you guys, Mandy was doing her makeup. She had like a court appearance, And so Mackenzie got her stool and she watched Mama get ready for work with makeup and kept asking about makeup. So the next morning, Mandy doesn't have to do makeup. So she doesn't always like go full makeup, guys. And so Mackenzie is in there and Mandy's getting a little bit ready. And Mackenzie runs out of the room to her bathroom. And then I just hear, "Daddy, help." And she is trying to pick up her step stool so that she can go back and bring it to Mommy into our bathroom so that she can watch Mommy get ready for work again. So there's your adorable moment of the day. If you didn't have something absolutely adorable, just picture a little toddler trying to pick up a step stool. And then she demanded that she carry it with me, Raymond. So like I was like, I could bring it. It's very light, but like her little body, she's like two hands just trying to move it. And I'm just like, I'm basically carrying it. And she's just trailing along, trying not to fall. Like I'm trying to move really slow.
Beautiful.
But anyway, all right. Well, appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. And we'll see you next week.
Brilliant. Look forward to meeting you all. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to R Cubed, where Raymond and Rob talk recruitment, or recruitment is talked about by Raymond and Rob. Please remember to subscribe wherever you are tuned in and give it a like. Also, those comments are going to help get this show on the road. If you found anything valuable, you definitely need to subscribe. But thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.